Hey, good morning, my friends. MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa here with the MLive Morning Weather Update. We'll call it a spring preview. 40 degrees for one day in late January, early February. That's nothing unusual. That's what we used to call the January thaw. Remember that? You'd have a day or so that would make it above freezing, a little break for a day in winter. What we have now, about 7 to 10 days of 40s and 50s for a lot of places. So, it's a fairly significant long-term type warm-up. So here we go. And the nice feature about this, some of us starting to get some sunshine now, and all of us will get in on sunshine too. So here it is. Hey, good morning, Claria Bayer and JJ Johnson. Thanks for watching. And Judy Boomer and Cynthia Doucette. Good morning to you. And Susan Pendergrass, thanks for watching. So this is the current satellite picture. I see the observations. Coldwater, you're reporting sunshine. Jackson, partly sunny. Looks like Kalamazoo is in the sunshine and maybe around the Muskegon area, and those clouds are eroding, so we will have patches of sunshine probably across much of lower Michigan this afternoon. Not pure sunshine, but patches of sunshine as we head toward quite a bit of sunshine. All right, so let's look at what's going to happen, and we're not going to talk precipitation for another 7 days or so. So go through this with you. Today, a dry day. Tomorrow, a dry day. A little bit of a northeasterly breeze kicks in and cools us down tomorrow. Even dries the atmosphere out. So tomorrow's northeast cool down is actually a step in the right direction towards sunshine for Saturday and Sunday. Now this is Saturday morning, high pressure right over Michigan into eastern Canada. That's generally a very clear condition. We can get some trapped fog, but the fog has been letting up. So I think today's warm-up will take care of the fog. So I'm looking for mostly sunny skies, it looks like, on Saturday. And we go into Sunday, the next storm system taking the southern route across the Gulf Coast, the classic El Nino winter type pattern. For us, dry and sunny on Sunday. Storm in the south. We're into Monday and Tuesday of next week. If you're traveling, maybe you're a snowbird and you escape to the south, you've got some great travel conditions all the way until you get to that storm in the southeast, which is rain. Now we're into next Tuesday. We're still dry. We're into next Wednesday. This is where it gets interesting for me. A storm forming out to the west will start to bring a southwesterly wind into our region Wednesday, and definitely look at Thursday. That's a stiff southwesterly wind. So think about this. We've already been making it into the 40s over the weekend and early in the week, and then we get a southwest wind that pulls air from Missouri and Illinois our way, and that's when we get into the 50s. So I do believe that Thursday, Friday of next week, we could be in the 50s. And is the shoe ready to drop? Well, we're starting to see, let's say, the shoelaces of the shoe. I don't know how big of a drop it will be, but this is 10 days out, and it shows our next storm system. And certainly that's way too far out to look at any sort of track. But we are getting hints of a pattern change mid-February, which would certainly be understood, certainly be probably most likely, and probably welcomed, because if we stay way warm, you know how Michigan goes in the spring. That's a bad thing for us. All right, temperatures for highs. We're looking at, near 50 today in Kalamazoo and Jackson and Lansing and Ann Arbor and Detroit. Probably, you could touch 50, Bob Roth says he's ready for ending the cold temps. You probably got, realistically, another 6 weeks, but it may not be terrible for your old body, as you said. Hey, good morning, Jeannie Rupp, watching from Naples, Florida. Lucky you. Friday, a little bit cooler, but still warmer than normal. Upper 30s in the south, low 30s in the north. Saturday, back to 40-ish. Sunday into the 40s, upper 40s, Grand Rapids. Monday, mid to upper 40s. Tuesday in the 40s. Wednesday, nearing 50. Thursday in the low 50s. Friday in the low 50s in a lot of places. And then, of course, this is that same model that shows a storm next weekend. And, of course, it's February. So anytime you get a north wind, you're going to drop quite a bit. And for right now, for those of you that are not winter lovers, we'll just call it a definitely a week to 10-day spring preview. Okay, now let's look into the future, okay? So this is the temperature anomaly, 5,000 feet up. And remember where you see the reds and the whites, those are temperatures well above normal, and then blues and greens, temperatures below normal. And we go through the weekend, and obviously we're warmer than normal. Canada, southern Canada, much warmer than normal. Some of those places are 40 degrees warmer than normal. This is next week, Tuesday and Wednesday. Look at the solidness of this warmth. Now this is Thursday, and this is Friday of next week, and Saturday and Sunday. And all of the models are starting to show about February 13th, 14th, 15th. This is February 14th. This is February 15th. That a change in a cold pocket could develop. This right here would be about 10 degrees colder than normal. At that time, we'd have average highs around 32, 33 for southern half of Michigan. You know, you take 10 off of that, highs in the low to mid 20s. So certainly, I do think you better prepare for winter-ish conditions, definitely for the second half of February. But it's going to be hard to average colder than normal when the first 2 weeks are going to be extremely warm for this time of the year. So we know it's going to happen. We know this isn't a march right into spring, and it shouldn't be, you know, in reality, because we got fruit trees that bud too early if abnormally warm weather continues. So we kind of need a slowdown, whether you personally like it or not. But enjoy the sunshine. We've got a great spring preview coming up through the weekend. I've got my weekend forecast up for you, and I'll let you know I came up with the word wow as I started looking at the maps. Wow on temperature, wow on sunshine, but what really did the wow for me? Fairly light wind. That's pretty rare to have all three of those things combined on a early February day, and both days of the weekend. So there you go. There's your weather update. Hopefully you got some traveling to do because you got some fantastic weather. This is certainly something that you've probably been worried about. Wow, we got to drive somewhere February 1st or February 4th. Oh, it could be very dangerous, could be a nightmare. You've got yourselves a godsend, because it should be more like late March, April 1st, than February 1st. Hey, thanks for joining me on the MLive Morning Weather Update. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Have yourselves a great Thursday. Bye.